Okay, I just got back from activity, a camp out thing, a 3-day overnight camp out, two nights. So right now I'm just gonna be explaining the entire Hasbro versus Takara Iceberg. Okay, first off, let's start out with the first gen. We'll use Hasbro because I don't have any first gen TT. This is the original Valkyrie or Valtryek. Right now, this is actually Valtryek because it's Hasbro. So the slopes, they're mediocre. They're because it's an attack type, it's not supposed to be that good. But the pieces were great. Spread and fusion, not the original combo, but it's great. We have, where's Rocktavor? I know I have it in here somewhere. 1 second. Here's the Rocktavor layer, better slopes, and it's pretty much competitive with TT. Again, let's go find releases like this. We have the first evolution of Valkyrie, which is again a really solid Beyblade. It's this is a recolor, but it is pretty good. Good attack slopes. It bursts a little bit often sometimes. Now let's go over to next evolution, Beyblade Burst God. So this is where we start making comparisons. Let me go get my bag of stuff. Because I brought my Beyblades with me. Just didn't have it on me. 1 second. Let's get it out. Okay, I got my bag. And let's see if it'll open. I'm not good at doing this. Okay, there we go. Okay, my Beyblades. Let me get out Christ. It's basically Christ Satan, but it's really Tomb is the name of it. The name of the Beyblade is Christ Satan. Kreis and Satan. It's just connected to. There it is. So here's the difference. You see this Balkesh? Well, Arc Bahamut has a removable center core. You see the red piece? That would be removable. As you can tell, the purple piece, the purple core on the purple chip / core on this bay is sticking up a little bit. That's because it's able to be removed. I'm going to remove it my way. I need to get the driver. I wish I had some. Aha! I can use this to stand and show. Okay, so here we have this. I basically I'll just show you the end product. I use the driver in the grooves and poke it out with a ripcord. And this is what we get. The chip and core. Basically, they're different. The chips and the layer. The layers were different with different teeth and whatnot. And the different chips, they had different tightness that would help make the Beyblade a little bit tighter combination, more attack combo. Actually, there was one that was so good it was illegal in competitions. Fun fact, it was a Maximum Garuda, I think. The one that, it's the round one. Yeah, it was Garuda. It just was too good with a different chip. And so it was not allowed. Like, seriously, it was like a championship one. And yeah, these were good Beyblades. Hasbro is pretty on par with these, but a lot of them, like, they could be competitive. For example, the Hasbro Balkesh could basically go head-to-head against its counterpart Bahamut from TT. Now, this is where things get, where Hasbro starts to veer from Takara. Let's find Z Achilles. Where do I have it? I know it's in here somewhere. Aha! So here it is. It's all plastic. You see the metal paint? It's supposed to be actual pure metal pieces right there to give it weighted attacks power. That's basically the whole system of turbo. What's supposed to be is Cho-Z is supposed to give it more attack power. And then they added stuff to the Torrance tip as well for the release. Let's go find the Torrance tip somewhere in here. Let's find a turbo one at least. Yeah, I'll use this as a thing. Okay, so yeah, what was I doing? Yeah, I was sorry, I had to go. This is what we're looking at. You see the little diamond shape there? There's actually a level chip that was meant to be for the pieces for the Beyblade here. And 1 second, I need to go let the cat in. Hey, Tabby. Sorry. So, yeah, heavy metal performance tip turbo. Where did it go? I just had it. Well, here's a good representation. This one came on the it's broken, but this is it in low mode. It's a defensive layer. Where's my other one? Here's this one. Basically, it just extends the tip, makes it flatter, gives it a tack so it goes around the stadium from along the outer rims. Right there, we have a turbo stadium where it would go and rush down and fly out. It's pretty good. Oh, 1 second, you pop that back up so it doesn't break. Tabby. Sorry, my fat cat weighs it down. Okay. And yeah, it just ventured away from the actual tips. Venture, that's a little pun there, but from later on, from a new series. But then we go into GT, where it really starts, GT/Rise, where it literally just starts taking away gimmicks. Look at this. This is a driver that came on right here on our Beyblade here. This is Air Knight A5. Air Knight is actually a pretty okay Beyblade of itself. It was actually a design for Valkyrie or Valkyriek originally, but decided to use it as a different Beyblade. It has good stamina, largely because of the performance tip and the layer base. Layer base keeps it balanced because of the airflow, but that's not what we're talking about. The performance tip. It's only competitive in Hypersphere stadiums. Literally just takes it all away, makes it so hard to compete in other Hasbro tournaments if you want to use these parts, unless you're doing like a spin steel combination. That's like the only thing else it would be good for. And the chip. So there's actually supposed to be a 4-part layer base. So there'd be the ring. There'd also be a weight. Then there'd also be, you see the middle part here, there'd be a core for the chip and the chip itself. It would all go together. They took out all that, made it super lightweight, and they hollowed out the layer, making it so much lighter. That becomes a problem continuing later on, as they decide to make the new Beyblades. Let's see. They decided to make it lighter as well, but inconsequential to make it spin for less time, make it off balance by making the performance tips higher, which shifts the center of gravity upwards because of the metal in the Beyblade layer. They keep hollowing out, and they even raised up the main layer, the layer base, a little bit on it as well. And of course, they take out the core gimmick, which I'll show in just a second for this one, and they take out the chassis gimmick too. Actually, 1 second, let me pull out Brave Valkyrie, for instance. So this is the other version of Brave Valkyriek. So here it is with Evolution Dash, which is a dash driver. It's actually normal size, not tall. Let me take it apart in just a second, and we'll get right back to a part by part comparison. I don't have actually a Brave Valkyrie on me, but we'll be comparing it to the Super Hyperion. So we'll be right back with that. Okay, let me just show fast. Here you see these metal parts around here. That actually makes a double chassis. There's also chassis as well that work with layers, but this one doesn't come with a single chassis. It's supposed to come with a double chassis and just the performance tip. So this is where they really start skimping on the gimmicks, because this is a fused layer base right here. sort of like the original Luinor. It's basically like that. Also, the chip actually comes with two parts. One second, let me take it apart. Basically, it's a chip and the chip core. Can I take it apart with one hand because I'm holding my phone? Let's find out. No, I cannot. One second. And alrighty, there we have it. So here's the core. This one's actually painted metal. It's quite light, but there's different cores made of metal and whatnot. For example, on the Spriggan core, I have it on for a competitive combo with Rage Longness one, yeah. I gave it a different tip, but it has a metal core, but it's fused to the chip, and it rotates. There's a World Spryzen out there, but here's the thing. Another thing, they also they sometimes just leave out gimmicks and whatnot like that. So this is what happens. You put on the chip, the core, put this on, you have it. And that's what they're just different attack types. That's basically the differences between it. But here's my final analysis. For buying Beyblades recommendations, it's fine to buy any type of Beyblade from different seasons, from different brands. I recommend Takara Tomy brand, because that's the only official one. Besides Hasbro, Takara Tomy and Hasbro are the only official Beyblades you should buy, for risk of lead poisoning and counterfeit ones, because they can be made with lead, and it can really hurt you or your kid. So I recommend not buying. You should buy only Takara Tomy or Hasbro ones with the official logo, usually on the box, or you can pretty much tell with this one. It has Hasbro right there in the corner. This one is from Gardrasil. And on Takara Tomy ones, actually I have one. Hey, Tabby. Right here, you usually have it in the upper right corner. It'll say Takara Tomy and have this Japanese symbol right there. Usually, this is for Dynamite Bellio of a new season. We'll be discussing the basics on Dynamite Bellio and the Dynamite seasons. I mean, that's Dynamite Bellio Beyblade right there, and my predictions for how Hasbro will do it. So that's gonna be it for now. I'll see you guys in the next video. Remember, buy only Takara Tomy and Hasbro. I will link some good people in the script. Some good people to watch in the description below for Beyblade YouTuber recommendations as well, which should also help explain the differences a bit more in competitive wise. There are just 3 main ones I'll link right now, maybe 4, and I'll see you guys in the next one.